and Liberia spoke of the need for trained medical staff, mobile laboratories, and even protective gear, and the damaging impact the outbreak is having on their economies. The British government has announced that passengers arriving at two airports, Heathrow and Gatwick, will undergo enhanced screening for Ebola. The same measures are being introduced at the Eurostar rail terminals in the UK. Around 200 cleaners have gone on strike at LaGuardia Airport in New York, saying that without protective clothing and masks, they could be exposed to Ebola when cleaning the cabins and toilets of airliners. The head of the IMF, Christine Lagarde, has said there is a serious risk that the Eurozone might slip back into recession. The warning came after it emerged that exports in Germany fell sharply in August. The BBC's economics correspondent, Andrew Walker, reports.
Ms. Lagarde's comments ahead of the IMF's annual meetings of finance ministers in Washington add to the growing chorus of concern about the economic security of the Eurozone. A recovery that began last year has come to a halt. Ms. Lagarde said recession is avoidable if the right policies are pursued, but she warned the risk is at least 35%. Earlier news that John Maston fell sharply in August underlined the challenges in what has been one of the Eurozone's stronger economies during the region's period of very weak economic performance.
The price of oil has fallen again, with one of the main international benchmarks, Brent crude, dipping below $90 a barrel for the first time in more than 2 years. Reports from Syria say Islamic State militants besieging the northern city of Kobani have been forced to retreat from some outer suburbs because of renewed U.S. airstrikes. A senior official in Kobani, Idris Nassan, told the BBC that militants, who were in control of about a third of the city on Wednesday, now held only a few houses.
Yesterday, they were controlling one-third of the city of Kobani, but airstrikes and special operations of YPG pushed them back, and now they are not controlling anymore the one-third of Kobani. They are controlling some houses in east and southeastern sides of Kobani.
World News from the BBC.